Roll Tide and welcome back to Bryant-Denny Stadium. We're inside the Advantage Center. I'm Roger Hoover. Now pleased to be joined by Alabama defensive lineman Tim Keenan III. Tim Keenan, Roll Tide. Welcome to Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
Man, Roll Tide, man. How you doing? Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, we're really glad to have you with us as, of course, all Alabama football fans are feeling pretty good in June. The season's just around the corner. How important is this time for you and your teammates to get ready for the fall?
Well, it's very important just with summer workouts, just getting compensated and get accompanied with the new scheme and stuff from the spring. So just really having fun, getting your body right, taking care of yourself in order for the upcoming season.
What did you like about this spring for you?
I like the new, especially to my young guys. Got to see how they developed over the course of the season, what they've been working for. Because during the season, everybody doesn't get, the same amount of reps. But during spring, that's when it's like, all right, everybody spot up for grabs. So just to see them compete for different things like that and jobs was very fun for me.
Who's impressed you among the young group?
I really have to say like all my freshmen, man, from Saya Fager to Jeremiah Beeman, then like, Jordan Renard, Edric Hill, Keon Keelan, he got moved to the D-line, so he's been making improvements like that too. James Smith, and I don't want to forget anybody. So, but if I didn't say your name, bro, it's all love. But yeah, they definitely been working hard, and I'm excited to see them. They make me want to work harder just because they working harder too. So
you've got to know those guys. How about getting to know LT Overton, who transfers in from Texas A&M?
Yeah, LT, man, LT, that's my guy. LT a real laid back dude, like real funny guy. LT a little trickster too. But nah, LT,
sounds
that's
like
my
there's
guy.
some stories there.
Yeah, LT, that's my guy, man. Definitely a great, factor to the defense. Like LT be on that edge, and sometimes I be too busy watching what he did on the play instead of watching myself, because it was just like, hey, bro, that was a good rep right there. I like the way you did that. But yeah, I'm happy to definitely have him.
Yeah, he was just in that seat a while ago, and he was like, yeah, you're going to enjoy talking to Tim. He said he's funny, energetic. What, you sing sometimes? Like you keep the locker room loose?
Yeah, man, I just try to be that ball injured and just be it's funny. God allowed me to have a biology teacher my 9th grade year in high school, and she taught about life, but she really taught about life. Like she used to give us quotes, and the biggest quote that I took from it was, "Be the light everywhere you go." So I'm just letting God's light shine through me, and I appreciate him for allowing me to have it.
And through singing sometimes. I mean, what are you filling up the locker room with, or the D-line meeting room?
It depends. It may be a freestyle or not necessarily singing, because I do pretty much sing. If I'm singing, it's probably like by myself in the car, and you caught me by surprise. It's like, oh, okay, what you got going on? Or if I'm singing, it's probably like that old school gospel, because like I said, I'm real big on God. So I may sound like one of them old deacons back in the day coming through the locker room in the morning.
Yeah, I read that kind of motivates you, right? Before some of your workouts, listening to gospel music?
Oh, yeah, definitely, because, I've learned to not lean on worldly things or mankind, and knowing that God is the only person that can provide, and he's in control of it all. So why not go to the source instead of trying to go to these different avenues? So, but yeah.
And it's led you here to the University of Alabama, getting to play for the Crimson Tide. Let's take it all the way back. I know you got your Ramsey high school jersey on. Well, not necessarily yours, but a member of Team Keenan, right?
Yeah, this is my favorite player. You feel me? Cameron Keenan, the quarterback at Ramsey High School. He went to the state championship, and he was a state runner-up in the last 3 years. He's going to his senior year. And I'm just excited to see him grow up, just to see him mature. And because starting out, he wanted to play D-line like me, but he was too, pretty much his mind was too developed for what he really wanted to do. Like just seeing him know how to control the offense at a young age and just be so poised and whatnot. I'm excited to see what he does this season. But yeah, shout out to Ramsey. And just like I got we talking about my old school. I finally got somebody on the team from my high school, QB Reese. I'm really excited about that, man, just to have him finally up here and finally get to say, like, yeah, man, yeah, we went to the same school. So, Birmingham, we putting out product, and Ramsey is an IB school. So a lot of people like to say this and that, but Ramsey producing scholars because we got kids going to Yale, making 36s and stuff on the ACT. So Ramsey definitely got the books, and now, it's definitely was people before us like Justin Wisenhunt, Starlin Thomas, who's right now on the Cardinals. Just to see these guys that laid the foundation for us, and now that we, coming through like Jeremiah Williams, me, Cameron Ivory, William Hardy, all these different other guys, Cameron Thomas, who just was at Austin Peay, now is at UTEP. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump that. But yeah, man, just all those guys showing the athletic side too, showing you could be a really student athlete. I'm happy to have QB here on the team with me now.
Yeah, really good athletic tradition at Ramsey. And did you love just high school football in Birmingham, getting to go over the mountain, play those schools a lot, play some really great schools all over the state?
Well, the beautiful thing about Ramsey is we didn't really have no home field, so every game was kind of like an away game. But when we did have home games, we played at Legion Field, so I really enjoyed that. And I was able to host my first youth camp at Legion Field too. So Birmingham, that's my home. I really love it. I love the city. And I just enjoyed the competition there. Like, Bama, a lot of people want to talk about Bama ball, but Birmingham City, like, it's definitely some dogs up in there from Parker High School all the way to J.O., man, just all the way to Carver, Birmingham, the whole Birmingham City School organization.
Who got you going in football? What was the spark of all this for you?
So my dad, he definitely put the ball in my hands and stuff like that, was working with me. 4 years old, I didn't really know what I was doing. They knew I was like a daredevil. Like, I didn't have no fear. Like, if you told me to run through a wall, I'll probably try to do it. Because you said, the coach told me, or my mama told me I needed to do it, and I said, my mom, CPS, Child Protective Services, don't. She wasn't telling me to run through a wall, but she was just saying I didn't have any fear. But it's funny she said that because in the Bible, in its verse, it says, God did not give you the spirit of fear, but of peace, love, and a sound mind. And it's in the Bible in Timothy. I don't want to quote the wrong verse, but it just turns out it was funny that way. But yeah, just that daredevil mindset, this is my whole time living.
Yeah, and your mom was pretty involved with you, right, with all sports, not just football, but also some baseball, thanks to the help of your sister and all that stuff. I mean, you guys were a very athletic family.
Definitely. Like, my sister, she's really the toughest out of both of us. Like, she showed me how to go after the best player and want to guard. You got to go guard the best player. She showed me how to, handle her books off the field or off the court and whatnot, and just being poised and doing, like, because I used to ride with her to go to basketball practice sometimes and stuff like that. So just seeing her, I used to be like, sis, you look kind of tired. And, she'll give me a look. But it's just like, now if my little brother would have asked me one of them questions in the morning, I could probably give him a look too, because, yeah, she probably finna go run 20 suicides before they pick up a ball, because somebody didn't close out the right way at practice yesterday. So, but now I just got to see her in her element. And I used to make jokes growing up because she was always good in school and stuff like that. And she didn't make a B till like late, and it was just one. And then she didn't make a B like no more. And so I had like made a B on my report card, like 2 Bs, and my folks was on me, and I made a look joke. I was like, I'm sorry, Mom, I'm not a Nobel Peace Prize winner like my sister. And then so ever since then, there's just been like one of our jokes and stuff like that. But she's got her bachelor's and her master's. She's currently getting her PhD and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to match her. Strong black woman right there. Like that, she the one that taught me how to, my colors, 1, 2, 3s, all that. And she taught me how to, have some grit to me. So I love Big Sis.
That's really good to hear. For you, football-wise, did you choose the defensive line, or kind of your size and stature kind of help you move towards the line of scrimmage?
So with that, my first number was number 3, right? But in Alabama in youth league, it's a weight limit. So when I was over the weight limit, I got one of these beautiful yellow stickers put on the back of my helmet and was taught what a 3-point stance was. So that's when I went from 3 to 55. So with the number, they just kind of said I was gonna be a lineman, and my dad, he kept me watching technique tapes, just how to tackle, how to form, getting in the stance. My mom teaching me how to snap the ball and all these type things like that. So just really getting the foundation of, lineman trench work, and then taking me to the field, doing ladder drills with me, taking me to these different camps, exposing me to these different things. So I really thank God he gave me a father and a mother that was on the same page to help to influence a future that they didn't see but they wanted.
Yeah, and that allowed you to get again, really strong, and you definitely had the size, but also just that first movement. How important are your hands to everything you do?
As a D lineman, if you don't have hands, you cooked. You cooked. I mean, sometimes you'll miss with your hands or whatnot because every play ain't gonna be perfect, but to not use any is kind of like the way Coach Roach explained it. He just be like, why you want that grown man on you all the time? And I was just like, I'm finna get him up off me. So yeah, that's the hands is very important at the D lineman, because the old lineman's objective is to just get on your nerves, as I like to say, and annoy me. So you gotta use your hands for separation and how to shed them off and go make the play.
I'll let you brag on your teammates again. In your time at Alabama, who's had the best technique among guys of your position?
DJ Dale, you feel me? And I'm always sing his praise because he definitely helped mold me into the player that I am today. Like he had a big influence on my life because like I talk about my big sister and stuff like that. And I'm the middle child, so I'm the older brother. And I kind of had, older brother figures, but this was the first time where I felt like I was a little brother. Like I could make a mistake and he was just like, man, what you doing? Like he'll kind of chuckle and see what you, it's like, he'll do it like this. So man, I appreciate him like pouring into me, showing me what to do and what not to do, showing me how to react and how not to react, how to carry myself, how to, put time into whatever, how to be on my stuff with my plays and try to be consistent and whatnot and try to fight through pain. Cause DJ, like, he ain't gonna say much, like, but he gonna get it done. So just to see a man like that, I just strive to, just make him proud too, cause of what he's done for me. So DJ, you see this, bro, love you and I appreciate you.
And that's a guy that he's been through everything in his career. He's overcome injuries. He's played in the toughest environments against the toughest teams you can. I mean, that's got to be inspiring.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's really good from one of your teammates. How about Coach Roach? What has he meant to you?
Coach Roach, I thank God for Coach Roach too. It definitely feels like high school as far as relationship wise. Like, yeah, college, you get into the grand scheme of things, it's a big business or whatnot, but man, I go we in the meeting rooms, like, what up, dog? What's up, coach? You good? Yeah, dog. And we get going. Ask you about, joke with us in the stretching lines and whatnot. So I really appreciate him. And he'll break it down to you till you get it. Or he'll think in certain ways. Because it's been times where I was kind of in a slump. And he was just like, hey, man, sometimes in golf, you got to keep hitting it till it straighten up. And I was just like, that's right. That's a little saying like, that's right. So, man, I definitely thank God for Coach Roach, too.
Yeah, he's one of the absolute best. And for you, going from the 2022 season to 2023, I know a huge focus of that offseason for you was weight loss, the fourth quarter program. How'd you kind of get motivated? What were some of the key things to get you in shape to be ready to go for last year?
I wasn't going to leave the question in the air or the statement in the air of Keenan couldn't make it at Alabama. and I wanted to prove to myself that I was that guy, that I could go and take what I wanted, and work for what I wanted, and do it all like silently. Like I don't when I committed on my the song I picked was from the Creed movie. I forgot which one, but it was like Killing with Success. So I locked in, and I said I'm gonna lock in and I'm gonna do it with God. And the only way I'm not gonna play is if God got, whatever God's will is. So God's will was for me to get on that field, and that's what happened. But I had to, hold myself accountable, lock in, had to push away from the table a little bit, had to stay at the facility some extra hours, had to go do stuff when I didn't want to do it, and really show if I really wanted to play that season, if I really wanted to go make tackles, if I really wanted my name to be called first in the lineup, because that was probably the most surreal thing for me, especially after that whole summer and that whole spring and that whole season of just heartache and blood, sweat, and tears trying to achieve something, and to hear the first name, in the starting lineup is mine from Birmingham, Alabama, Tim Keenan, the third, and it's just, I cried right quick the first game because it was like, man, thank you, Jesus, but, we still got work to do. I mean, it was a good moment, but time to get back to work. But that was definitely my motivation, because God believed in me. God loved me so much, he gave me those trials and tribulations, and he let me experience those things and stuff like that.
From a numbers perspective, where were you like right after the Sugar Bowl to when we finally saw you on the field to start the next season?
As far as like
weight
wise,
where you wanted to play at?
I probably was about like 330, and I wanted to play at like 305, 310, and I got down to 305, like awesome. Like and I played the whole season between like 310 and like 308 and stuff like that. So, man, I proved to myself, sometimes God will show you how strong you are, and sometimes you don't want to know how strong you are either, but it ain't on your timing. It's
Absolutely.
on God's timing, yeah.
And then how much did that help you going into the fourth quarter program this past year?
Just the mindset of like, mindset was always like, okay, fourth quarter, I'm finna manhandle it. I'm finna choke it out. But then, Coach Saban ended up retiring. It was just like, oh, okay. Now it's really on that. I really have to do that. Really on that timing. So it was just fun, just looking at it as like, I'm in control of this. I own you fourth quarter. Like really talking noise to fourth quarter. Like in my head, a lot of people may like laugh at certain things, but when you speak affirmations out loud and you kind of like hyping yourself up, you really believe it. Because if you speak it, it becomes speaking into existence. Because the power of the tongue is real. So if you speak positive things will come back. And that's what I did. I told myself, I was like, God, I want to play. And I said, I thank you for being a starter. I used to do that every day, and that's what influenced my drive. I was like, fourth quarter, I'm finna own fourth quarter. I'm not quitting. If I throw up, I'm gonna throw up on myself, because it is what it is. Which I didn't throw up on myself, because I was like, that's nasty. But
it does happen.
But if it had to get like that, yeah. But that's just the drastic thing I have to do. But nah, I don't like things feeling like they control me. If that's because when I feel like something control me, I'm not God. I feel like God's not in control. So that's why I do that.
Looking back to your play on the field as well last season, what are some of the games or the moments or any plays you made you're most proud of?
Definitely going to talk about Texas A&M, because as an interior defensive lineman, just to get a sack or just to touch the quarterback is amazing. Like, because you had to pretty much be the double team half the time, and then just to have enough time before he throw it, not to get a flag, and he got the ball, your eyes get real big. You run up on him. And I went one of my first sack no other way, especially like with Big Heem in Dallas. just to be out there. Like last season, like me personally, I just enjoy being out there with my teammates. I'm a real big fan of my teammates. Like I love celebrating them. I really think they're the, best athletes in the world. Like me and Kool-Aid, we grew up together playing pee-wee ball. Like I was just like, man, I just want to let you know I'm a big fan, bro. Like I'm a fan of my teammates. I don't care about like they were, saying, I'm on a bandwagon or whatnot. You supposed to support your brothers. You supposed to show love to your brothers. Like Dallas, like JC, all them boys. I just think of like, man, I play with them. They're my teammates. Now them boys in the league getting paid, living their dream, man. So just salute to them and just pretty much just thanking God to be able to experience those things as far as enjoy to be tired, enjoy the adversity, just to be out there on the field. Because I remember I was behind that thick white line, that thick white line. I went in between the white lines, behind that thick white line on the side. So just trying to be grateful for every moment.
Yeah, when we talk about, that sack you had against Texas A&M, you talked about, your eyes get big. All of a sudden, you're right there at the quarterback. You know you're going to make the play. We know that happens so fast.
Yeah.
How, in a moment like that, do you make sure you're not targeting? Because I think all football fans, like the rule for some reasons, don't like it for some other. But in a split-second moments, how do you kind of go about that? I'm sure it goes back to practice.
Well, if you targeting, for me, I'm pretty much trying to put the weight of the world on you when I tackle you. So I do my best to stay low as I can and deliver like a rising blow almost, or get them on the ground. Sometimes they have to go for a ride, in the most legal way without getting the flag, because all tackles ain't just form. Some tackles you gotta feel the earth a little bit. So in that moment, it was just, I was like, okay. But I knew I had like another white jersey with me, so I was just like, okay, let me get to the other side. So that's why I kind of like tried to wrap around and slam him, because I knew somebody was behind me. But then I turned around, I just see Jaheim in the air. I was like, hey, lie, bro, if I was the quarterback, I would have just went to a knee if I saw you flying at me. Like, Jaheim is 6'6", 315, like, and he jumped, that athletic. The whole O-line fell. Jaheim jumping over somebody. I'm like, bro, what, you jumping? Like, bro, you threw me off for a minute. I was like, what was going on? But yeah, that was
superhero
good
stuff, right?
Yeah, definitely felt like a superhero moment. Definitely.
That's so good. Well, and again, you got to love as well then a team that has the mindset of, hey, we're going to try to run the ball against Alabama. I mean, that has to fire you up for playing the line.
Yeah, it definitely does, because we take it as like a slap in the face, like we're not, like he don't see us there, like so that's what that comes from. But I'm not really so much of a talkative person. Like I'm definitely a motivator and like that, but I'm not a trash talker. Like let my play speak. Like I give you if you talk trash at me, I'm not proud. I may say something back, but whole time I know I'm in control, because mentally, I'm knowing I'm there. Like I can run some mind games. I can have you mad at me the whole time. I'm knowing you so mad at me, you're not even finna run the play with you that you trying to design. But it's just some games like that. Because I mean, most of the time we be winning anyways, or it's just like, bro, why you talking to me? Bro, I ain't even say nothing to you. Like I'm the best I am. Like, all right, cool.
Next play.
Next play. Like, all right, you want a cookie? Like, bro, why you talking to me, bro? Like, I got a lot of traps. Like, fool, this is my first year out here. Like, I was like, this is my first year out here. You talking to me, bro? I ain't even know you, bro. He was like, bro, I've been waiting 2 weeks for this. I was like, bro, I just found out we played y'all today.
Really good.
No.
Coach Saban would be proud. You're sticking to the process.
You feel me?
Knowing
we focused on this week for them. But I just found out we played y'all today, bro. I just been going to practice, bro. Like, cause Bama, I ain't gonna go get into it, but yeah, I'm not a trash talk. I let my play speak.
So kind of with that, what's your favorite part of game day, especially at home at Bryant-Denny Stadium? Is there kind of a moment where you've really lock in and it's just like hits you? You're part of this thing called Alabama football.
When I put that suit on, so when I get fresh, you feel me? 'Cause I feel like I am best dressed on the team, and my teammates can definitely vouch. Or we can go closet for closet. It don't matter for anybody that got something to say. But when I put that suit on, it's over with. That's when I know it's like, okay, it's about business. I'm finna look good, and I gotta play good. Especially when we walking down Walk of Champions, and just to see like all them people out there. And right before I walk in, I see my folks. They always post up to the left. Right before I walk in, I see them. Salute them, then I go get in that mode. Now it's go time to get God His glory. Stuff like I'm getting bouncing right now playing the song, but yeah,
we're just at the wrong end of the stadium. Man.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah.
With the Walk of Champions, what was the best outfit you had last year, and how much are you planning for your fits this year?
My best outfit, all hit. I probably have to say it was like a kind of a brown, reddish like pattern suit. Yeah, and my hair was like ginger too. Feel me? So I was looking real good that day. Yeah, I got a lot of likes on Instagram.
So are you already planning for this year?
Oh, you know it. You know it. See, off the field, you feel me? D lineman is very like dirty work, trench work, all that good stuff. But off the field, I am a pretty boy. You feel me? I'm a part of this fraternity, Cap Outside Fraternity Incorporated. You feel me? So we the pretty boys. We gonna stay smooth, stay calm and collected, and we're gonna look good while we doing it. So I really believe that in my heart.
That's really good. So our fans should look forward to that. As we close things out, just tell our fans what they should be most excited about for this Crimson Tide football team this fall.
Man, they should definitely be excited about a team that loves each other and wants to win. And not only wants to win, they want to dominate. Not only just they don't want to just win the game. They want to establish a bad taste in other teams' mouth and stuff like that. But a group of guys that's focus on one goal, just going 1-0 every day, going 1-0 every play, and just trying to do right. And we don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. Shout out my boy Roll Tide Willie, man. That's my guy.
Have you guys enjoyed getting to know him?
Man, I love Willie, man. That's just you see him at practice because that's a true Bama fan. Like that's really Willie is how I feel about Alabama. He just expresses it all the time. You feel me? And I have to, express it in other ways. But I definitely, like, me and Willie, we love Alabama pretty much the same. And I love the way he expresses it. But, yeah, shout out Willie, man.
Yeah, we're huge fans of him. I was calling the baseball game Alabama played at Florida State at that regional. Alabama fell to Stetson. Like, he was at the game, started yelling at an umpire. I thought he was going to jump over the fence and go down the field. I mean, he was fired up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not surprising at all, is it?
Nah, not surprising at all, man. Willie about that action, man.
And all about the Tide.
And all about the Tide.
Well, Tim Keenan III, you are as well. Just thank you so much for your time with us this week on Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. All the best to you and Alabama moving forward. Thank you, Roll Tide.
Thank you for having me.